What is good, everybody? Welcome to Rush MMA 18. I am joined here by Tim LWD, and we got you guys a stacked card here tonight. In the main event of the evening, we got the GOAT of Rush UFC. We got Kayhan, new member of the SB camp, and he's going to be taking on GOAT of MMA for the Rush Championship, the PlayStation Championship, that is. And also, that fight really decides who's the GOAT of Rush MMA thus far. In the co-main event, the Xbox Championship fight has been called off. The new co-main event is going to be a #1 contender fight on the PlayStation division. We got Milky Keith and we got Rakib. And aside from that, we've also got loads of other stacked matchups here tonight. And we want to thank everybody for popping out and taking the time of day to view the stream. Our first matchup of the night is going to be two former Xbox champions of Season 1, and it is going to be Legacy, and it is going to be Toby Ruins in a trilogy fight actually from Season 1. These guys went 1-1 in title fights against each other, and they're looking to settle the score here tonight. And we got these guys lobbied up, and we will get that fight over to you guys just in a second. What are your thoughts on this matchup, Tim? We got Legacy, a member of the CKB camp, and Toby Ruins, a member of the Rush camp.
Looking at the record, they don't really spar each other, I think. They've only competed in comp fights, it seems to me, so they're going to feel each other out. I think Toby's got this. Toby's got a really annoying style. He just spam takedowns on you if he wants to. Yeah, I think Toby's got this.
Yeah, Toby does play a very strange style, but it works out for him nonetheless. And these guys touch gloves, and we are underway. It looks like for Legacy, he's going to be picking Cody Garbrandt, and for Toby Ruins, he's going to be going for that Corey Sandhagen pick, to counter the Cody Garbrandt pick. It's a good matchup for him. The range of Cody, or the range of Sandhagen, that is. You can get some good damage off on Garbrandt and break through that block and, really exploit that weak chin strength. Toby with a beautiful head kick combination there. He landed the lead head kick and followed it with the spinning hook kick. Beautiful combination there, got through.
See, the first thing I noticed about this fight is that it's at 480p. I mean, Toby, get your streaming game up. We're doing 1080p now.
Yeah, but Legacy there with a huge knockdown.
Taking down.
Oh, and he got a beautiful drag down, yeah. This is a beautiful start
here. Toby
gets
out. And Toby's got the advantage here. He's got a much better ground game. But
these guys both have good grappling, actually. Legacy has been known to have some very good grappling in his own right. Legacy is definitely up early here with that big knockdown. What do you think Toby's got to do to get himself back in this fight?
Well, I think Corey's cardio is much higher than Cody. So he has to work the body, keep his range, and explode in the later rounds.
Yeah, 100% I could agree. And Toby's doing a good job of working that body here. You've seen him just land a knee followed by a body uppercut there as well. Legacy is known to do a lot of body work in his own right, as you see there. Both men trading spinning back kicks there. Very even cardio from both sides. Cut opened up on the side of Toby Ruins. Head health is very even as well. We've got a very closely contested fight here between the former champions early on. Toby's using that body knee a lot. Legacy follows with one of his own. Oh, Toby Ruins out of range there.
Toby needs to stop with these spinning kicks, man. He's going to get caught.
Yeah, Toby, he seems to be getting a bit too excited, and it's taking a toll on his gas tank. Toby spins way out of range there. It seems like Toby's having trouble finding his range here in this one. Legacy's really been landing on the money early on here. He looks for a takedown there against the cage. He's going to pick him up and suplex him there. Just ragdolls him, does Legacy. And this has been a great start there. As I said, these guys are 1-1 in the Rush League. Both fights for the championship belts. The first one was for the first ever Xbox Championship fight. Legacy fakes. Looking to build up a bit of GA. He goes downwards. Toby denies, though. Toby looks for a heel hook. Legacy going to deny it, though. Toby is known to love the heel hooks.
And it resets the half guard. What about that mount bobble from Toby? I don't think Legacy's main goal should be to take him down and work him there. If he gets into mount, Toby's going to mount bobble the entire time. I think it's better for him to keep it on the feet since he's got that knockdown.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I would have to score that round for the side of Legacy MMA with that big knockdown and the control time as well. But nonetheless, Toby's been hanging in well, and you see he did outland him there in that first round. What are you seeing? What are you seeing early here, Tim?
The first shot selection from Toby, much better than Legacy. That's why he's outstruck him but not outdamaged him. He's mixing up his
Yeah,
combinations.
yeah. I was just about to say that beautiful mix-up early on from Toby. He starts out with a beautiful body sidekick there. Legacy ducked into it as well. Noticeable stamina advantage here, though, from Legacy. And he gets a big cut open back up on the side of Toby Ruins.
Body health on Legacy is lower than his head.
Leg kick followed by an overhand there from Toby. A bit of an unorthodox combination there. He lands a side kick to the head as well. Toby's mixing up the strikes very well, as Tim pointed out in between rounds. Oh, but Legacy got inside there and landed a beautiful hook followed by a body uppercut.
Oh, and he's knocked him down. But Toby's starting to catch him a little bit. Was that a knockdown?
Yeah,
it was,
yes
right?
it was.
Yeah.
Legacy floored him there with the hook. Legacy's on the back here. See if he looks for a bit of a drag down. He's going to, and he's going to secure it. Beautiful work there from Legacy, and he's in the back sitting position here. This is not where you want to be if you're Toby Ruins, who's going to immediately go ahead and take backside.
Toby has a heel hook from here. I think he's going to search. No.
Legacy looking to build up a bit of GA here. Moves right into half guard, does Legacy MMA. Beautiful work there. Legacy looks for mount. Toby denies. Toby fakes guard and looks to take positioning in his own right. Legacy wise to it, though. Toby able to recover guard there. Both men building up some GA here.
Look at the stand difference, though. I mean, Legacy's ahead by miles.
Yeah, it's very noticeable here, and Legacy's also ahead in the fight. We got 2 minutes here left in this second round as well.
He's got stack guard now, looking to pound down. Got one denial. Heel hooks are very hard to get. That's going to be a sub. Yeah, and that's low. And especially with the fact that Toby's mixing it up to the leg. That leg is damaged now. He could get a leg kick TKO, you never know. Wow,
yeah, 100%. Toby loves the heel hook submission. He's got the #1 rating on the ground game guru quiz. He talks about it a lot, and he shows it off there. Heel hook is a very hard submission to lock in, especially on somebody with the caliber of Legacy. And, that's a beautiful way to get himself back into the fight for Toby. Toby landed on the money here on the feet as well. And joining us for comms on this fight is going to be Arlib.
Look at how much he's slip hooking Legacy, bro. If Toby counters that with a normal rear hook, he could benefit off that majorly. Look at him. Toby's smart. He's targeting that leg. You wouldn't expect it, but he's pretty smart.
That's going to be the end of round 2.
Out of curiosity, has there ever been a TKO with a leg kick in Rush? Because I don't think I've ever seen it out of all my time.
Not been.
This could be the first if Toby wants to target that area. But he's more of a boxer from what I've seen and more of a flashy fighter. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting.
And here we are for the third round here of this first fight of the night. This has been a banger here to start us off. 2 former champions in the league really showing off how they got to that point.
100%. And these guys have fought many times before as well. This is a trilogy.
Yeah, 100%.
In this chapter of their fighting careers.
Both men looking to close out the rivalry. It's 1-1, as we stated earlier. And Toby's got top positioning here. He's looking to possibly ride out a decision or maybe even looking for another submission here on the ground.
If I'm Toby, I'm looking for another sub. Well, there you go.
He's got
another heel hook. That's going to be... If he gets denied. If Legacy goes for it now, yeah. Toby had it there. If he denied that, he would have gotten the heel hook finish. Probably the first heel hook in Rush history. I mean, who heel hook somebody?
Yeah, 100%. And that was a mistake there from Legacy. You're able to really just wait until the stamina goes down and race out of a heel hook.
Another
You know.
takedown from Toby.
Yeah, it looks like this is where Toby wants to be, is on the ground. He feels very comfortable down here. He's been attacking the submissions all night, and he's looking to do more of the same. I'd have to say it's 1-1 here in this third round, as Toby did lock in the heel hook there in the second round to more than likely get the round back.
Toby can just hold ground position here. Oh, good look at Legacy now.
Yeah, Toby
Beautiful
unable to
reversal.
hold ground positioning. As soon as you say
Toby's
that,
attacking
Legacy-
with the wrong elbow. Oh, there he goes. I wouldn't stay if I were Legacy. I would just get up. The submission threat is too much.
Try to box with
I could agree with that, but Legacy possibly, could just write out a decision here on top. He's just got to watch out for the submission game of Toby Ruins, which, is his strong suit.
If I'm Toby, I'm trying to get a reversal and win off of another sub attempt.
He got a nice denial there. He's looking for full guard in his own right, but Legacy able to deny it. Legacy moves right into side control, cuts through that half guard like butter. Toby able to get right back into half guard though.
Very hard position to hold the side control. It's really hard. You have to know the transitions and everything. You have to study it very carefully.
What I'm noticing is Toby bites on these feints so much. Every time Legacy feints, like a full guard feint, he bites on it. And Legacy's not seeing that. He needs to feint more.
That's 100% true, because if I'm Toby, these transitions are too predictable and he can deny them and easily get into a better position.
Legacy postured here, looking to rain down some strikes on the block of Toby. Oh, and he gets a big punch. Legacy postures here.
Oh, this could be it.
Yeah, Toby trying to bobble, but Legacy has got that head health extremely low, and he's just raining down hooks. Beautiful work here from Legacy. He postures back up once again as well.
If Toby survives, he can lock in a heel hook. Oh, but he does not.
There's too little of stamina. If Legacy stood there and he regenerated his stamina a little bit more, he would have probably got the TKO, guys. That was crazy.
And this is going to be Legacy's round. That makes it, in my opinion, 2-1 Legacy.
Yeah, 100%. That looks like a very comfortable decision win there for Legacy MMA, and that's gonna close off the rivalry here. And they had a beautiful trilogy, but in the end, Legacy MMA was gonna be too much for Toby Ruins this time around. A beautiful victory there from Legacy. He was able to secure the second and the third fights there in that rivalry, and really close off a historic rivalry here in the Rush League. And Legacy's gonna be boosting himself up the card, going forward. Beautiful work there from the former champion.
That's the way to get back. Try to make a statement. You are not washed and you want your belt back.
Yeah, Legacy does want that belt back, and he made a statement win here tonight, as our lip said. And with that being said, we're going to get you guys moving right along. Up next, we got Jesse taking on Vertex Galaxy, who's debuting to the league. Vertex is a top 100 player. Jesse is a member of the Rush camp. These guys are a very interesting matchup, and we'll see what these guys bring up next. All right, and we got these guys lobbied up, and they are readied up as well. It looks like we got a Hamzat pick out of the side of Vertex Galaxy, and out of the side of Jesse, he's going to be picking Dricus Duplessis, a bit of a rematch from that UFC 319 card that I hated so much. And, these guys touch gloves, and we're underway. Yeah, Jesse opens up with the body knee there in a clinch as well. Lands a straight as well there. Nice body teep kick from Jesse.
The 90 sub defense on DDP, man, that's going to be a problem. Jesse knows how to keep it standing, though.
Yeah, Jesse's a very, very good striker. The grappling is where he lacks a little bit, not to say that he's a bad grappler by any means, but That's just not his strong suit. And Vertex Galaxy looking to immediately exploit that here. He's gonna
Oh,
get right up on the back, and Jesse able to slam him down though. Vertex able to get right into mount though. This is a beautiful position here early on for Vertex Galaxy, who's able to get a nice denial as well. Vertex is one of the highest level grapplers in this entire game. He's a top 100 player, and he's a member of the NAE camp. He's got an armbar locked in early on here. This is a bad positioning here if you're Jesse.
especially when you're DDP, like Tim said.
Jesse's getting out here. Look at that. Here's the thing. Jesse knows how to keep it off the ground. He isn't inherently a good grappler, but his counter grappling is actually decent. I tried to sub him before, and it took me a while.
Yeah, 100%. He was able to stand up right there, and you know, right back down to the ground though. Beautiful takedown there from Vertex Galaxy.
Jesse needs to play very patient. He needs to stay off the cage because that's exactly where most of the takedowns are going to come from his opposition.
Nice body knees here from the clinch on both sides.
I would definitely like to see Jesse try to circle a little more when he does get pressured against the cage.
How about Jesse? Jesse finding up close, clinching. Oh, gets the stun and spears for the takedown.
Beautiful work there from Vertex Galaxy.
If Jesse just clinches him, I mean, he's allowed to do unlimited, and Jesse takes him down.
Yeah, these guys are trading the takedowns back and forth as well as the clinches. We got a lot of high-level grappling here early on in this fight.
If I was Jesse, I'd be clinch spamming, man. All those hooks, 5-star hooks in the side of the clinch, 5-star body hooks, clinch spam till I die.
Some flashbacks from the real life fight they had in 319, them taking each other down. These are some nasty elbows right now.
Great, good. Keep that footwork going. You're winning this round.
Now Jesse needs to be very careful because if he does go for a get up, a guillotine is potentially open.
Brawl position here. You know, Vertex looking to rain down some strikes on the body of Jesse and get that stamina down. He looks for a dark choke to have it. This is dangerous here. He's got a huge stamina lead. Jesse's going to have to do something big to get out of this.
Jesse, why did you do that, man?
He tried to move ill-advised there, and he's going to be caught in a Darce choke as a result of that, and that's going to be about 80% of the bar of Jesse. Vertex needs one more submission to get this fight, and, you know, that's going to be a huge end of the round there for him. He's going to win every single stat and pick up the submission. Looks like probably a 10-8 round there on the side of NAE Vertex Galaxy. What are you guys seeing that you know, Jesse has to do to get himself back in this one?
How about not immediately try to get out? He needs to wait for those chokes. Guillotines, Darces, he needs to wait till the stamina drains out completely. Till Vortex Galaxy goes for the sub. That's when he needs to move.
Yeah, 100%. And he could have raced out of that one there, but, you know, as I said, he moved ill-advised there, and he ended up getting caught in the submission as a result. And Jesse looks for a takedown here. Interesting there. You know, Hamzat does not have the best bottom game on him. You know, he's got 88 bottom control, so this is an interesting strategy from Jesse, but it could be very, very effective here. But immediately thrown in a Kimura, though, and this could be dangerous. A huge stamina lead here on the side of Vertex. Jesse tried to move way too early once again.
Oh, no. And that's it.
Oh, he's gonna be submitted for it. Beautiful work there from Vertex Galaxy. Picks up the submission early in round 2.
He made the same mistake twice, and he paid for it.
Yeah, he just needs to work on that submission defense a little bit, and Jesse would be an extreme problem for anybody in this PlayStation division. But with that being said, a big, big debut win there on the side of Vertex Galaxy. Gets himself, you know, up to 1-0 in the Rush League, and he's going to be moving himself right up along the card next week.
One thing I was just going to say, like, he needs to stop going for them takedowns as well because it's going to lead to him getting submitted more than likely. Just want to say.
All right, and up next we got Schmeckley and we got I'm Him, and we got a top 10 matchup here in this Xbox division early on in the night. This is the first of our ranked matchups. We've got a lot of them here tonight for you guys, and this is a very, very interesting one here. These guys are readied up. It looks like Schmeckley's going to be picking that Alexander Volkanovski pick. Schmeckley, also known as BK Taz. And then, on the side of I'm Him, he's going to be picking that Charles Oliveira pick, the alter ego there. What are your thoughts on this one, Tim?
I don't know a lot about neither. I know the contrast is very. What is this? What are these colors, man? Who's streaming?
Yeah, what are those colors?
I think it's on him, isn't it? Eli, bro, what are these colors, man? Are you colorblind? What is this, bro?
Seem to be in Springfield with the Simpsons here for this one. But nonetheless, we've got an early takedown attempt there from I'm Him. Able to roll through with it though is Taz. Taz had a very, very dominant performance in his debut against Legacy last week. And I'm Him also 1-0 in the league. Both of these guys looking to advance to 2-0 and get themselves a big win here in this one.
Winner definitely deserves a top 5 opponent.
Here's the thing,
Yeah, I can
all right?
agree with that.
Schmeckley, he's using 92 chin Volk. Eli's using the 94 chin Oliveira. I think if they were to just headhunt, Eli would have a much better time.
Yeah, beautiful
Oh.
takedown there from him immediately in the fight.
It's very interesting, but what I will say though is again, Oliveira, like pound for pound, especially with the jiu-jitsu, has a great advantage in this top position. So it's very interesting to see what he can do with it.
Nice denial there from I'm Him.
Oh,
Backside here,
beautiful.
back sitting, apologies. Recovered from Schmeckley, and this is a interesting spot here. He gets a nice denial there as well. And he gets mount out of it. This is a dangerous position to be in. Volk has very, very good grounded pound here. And Charles is not a submission threat from full mount. That really mitigates all the threat there.
Beautiful.
Oh, but beautiful work. That was a nice animation there. I've never seen that one, but he's able to get half guard out of it nonetheless. Good work there.
That was the first time I seen that animation as well. That was very interesting. Now he's in the full guard. Very dangerous to be.
Fakes there. Looks for rubber guard, but it's going to be denied well there from Taz. Taz fakes.
If you're Eli here, you're just searching to deny the rubber guard, and you kind of want to get into a sub with a stamina advantage. If you know how to deny those subs, you can get a major advantage in position off of those subs.
Yeah, 100%. Out of the arm bar, you're able to get side control off it if you're able to hit a few denials.
100% true.
Immediate stamina advantage though on the side of I'm Him. That's something to look out for. Volk does have that 100 stamina though, so Schmeckley's gonna be able to really mitigate that pretty quickly if he's able to work the body.
99 cardio.
You never deny that Volkanovski cardio.
Got 40 seconds left here in this first round. What are you guys seeing?
Well, on the feet, it's a very interesting battle because if I'm Him with the Oliveira pick, I know I'm taller than Volk. I want to keep the range. And, if you're as Taz right now, you want to close the distance. You want to get in the pocket and you want to really try to take advantage of that 94 chin that he has and knock him out.
Yeah, 100% a great analysis there from Arlip. Out of range there with the crane kick is him, and that is going to be, the end of the first round. I would have to score that one 10-9 for I'm Him.
100% true. He had some really great moments in the round, but Taz did pretty well. We cannot count him out either, so it's a very close round to score. What do you see, Tim?
More control time from Volk. I just take him down if I was Schmeckley. Schmeckley's got the better ground game, it seems to me.
Yeah, that is agreeable.
He was taken down twice from I'm Him, but he was able to get top positioning more times than not, and he was able to hold him down and do some good work on top. But nonetheless, they touch gloves, and we are underway here for the second round of this third fight of the evening here.
If I'm Him, I definitely want to use all the range I have as Oliveira. You have great weapons such as the teep, body kicks. You could really keep your distance and punish how short Volkanovski is.
Yeah, 100%. Volk does have very, very long arms, but nonetheless, he's a very short guy. If you're able to use them kicks to your advantage, that can be, dangerous there for the side of Schmeckley. And
nice clinch work.
Yeah, he cut him open there actually on the nose as well. That's gonna be able to get the stamina, quite even out here. Out of range there with the takedown. Gets a nice head whip here. He's looking to land some knees out of the clinch. Able to break off, though, is I'm him.
Smeckley's doing it
Oh.
perfectly. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take it close to the cage, take him down, control him.
Yeah,
He's
beautiful
looking
cage
at the
awareness
offside.
there from Smeckley.
Beautiful denial from Smeckley.
He's faking the sprawl. He should take side saddle off of that.
He looks for
Now he's
mount. He's going to
looking
get it, and he
down.
gets the denial as well. He's going to be able to posture up here, and he's looking to rain down some big strikes now. Is Smeckley.
Oh, this could be bad, but good defense
Beautiful
from him.
defense there on the side of I'm him, able to defend
Another
the strikes
denial.
there. He looks at the reversal, though, and he's going to be denied there by Smeckley. Smeckley raining down some more ground and pound, though, and he's landed on the money here. Able to post the last hook, though, and evade the damage. Is I'm him, but nonetheless, the head health took a huge toll there.
He's
And these guys
taunting.
squatting here. Bit of an intermission here. Not sure what Schmeckley's going for here. Maybe a bit of the Yoel Romero sim, trying to drive him in. You see, he's not AFK. He's got the block up. He's just potentially
doing a little-
trying to bait I'm him into making a mistake there.
A little Bo Nickel.
He was trying to wait.
Nonetheless, though, we got a
He's
minute 50
overthrowing.
here left round.
He needs to watch out for the body kicks. If I were Eli right now, I'd throw body kicks after your overthrows.
It's a very interesting fight so far because Smeckley's doing a really good job when he's in the pocket. He's absolutely piecing him up with the boxing. Beautiful uppercut right there from the side of Smeckley.
Yeah, 100%. And Smeckley's starting to land here in the second round with the boxing. But as soon as I say that, a nice turning takedown there. You know, from I'm him. I'm him has top positioning here. He's looking to build up a bit of GA.
The only problem is he has about 45 seconds though. He needs to do something big to steal back this round.
Body kick combination there. He looked for the teep kick followed by a body roundhouse. Able to catch it though is Smeckley, and he's got him against the cage, and he tees off there to end off the second round. How would you guys score that one?
I see this round for the side of Smeckley. He had some great ground and pound work, and he had more control time, if I'm not mistaken. So I would give that round to him.
Smeckley.
Yeah,
Smeckley by far.
Very possibly 1-1 here going into this third round.
It's either 1-1 or 2-0 for Smeckley.
Yeah, 100%. The first round was a bit more debatable. I think Smeckley really controlled that second round there. Oh, and he opens up the cut on the nose of I'm him immediately here in this third round as well. Not even 30 seconds in.
Look at the head
Like
health
I'm
difference, bro.
getting-
The head health. Chin. And a big head kick.
Oh, beautiful
shot.
roundhouse lands on the money there from Smeckley, and he gets a big stun out of it, and he's able to get a knockdown as well. He broke right through that block. He gets another nice knockdown with a set of uppercuts there, and Smeckley is starting to put it on him here. He gets another big stun there with the mix-up. He drops him against the cage. Smeckley jumps on it here, and he's going to let him back up to the feet.
I'm him needs to stay at range, man. As I've said, he is way too comfortable in the pocket right now.
Yeah, Volk's got a bit of a power advantage there on Oliveira, I believe. And you know, Smeckley is using that to his advantage here early on. Actually, I believe I was completely wrong on that. I think Charles has the power advantage, my bad.
Charles has the power advantage, but Smeckley is using the better boxing.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Volk has the tighter boxing, though, 100%. And you know, he's using that to his advantage. Yeah, I caught that immediately when I said that. It did not sound right when I said Volk has more power.
Yeah, bro, he's a fucking featherweight.
Yeah, but you know, regardless here, on top positioning is I'm him looking to do some big work and get himself back into this fight and get back ahead.
Saying Volk is less power. Prime Volk at featherweight is 94 power. Charles is 94 power. I don't know what his power is at lightweight, but it might just be the same.
Volk has 92 here. These guys are both trying to build up some GA with the pitter-pat shots. Able to move right into half guard there with the posture. Beautiful work there from Smeckley. Smeckley has been, you know, or beautiful work there from I'm him. Sorry, I can't even speak. Words are hard, boys.
Words are 100% hard. But yes, I'm him's doing really well. Whenever he does get top position, he just needs to be a bit more patient. That's the only thing I'm seeing.
Stand up there. You know, from I'm him, he's looking to really put it on him here on the feet. He's gonna need a big moment to get this win here. Back away from Schmeckley. Schmeckley's had a
Like,
huge round here, possibly a 10-8 even. You know, with all the knockdowns. And with that being said, I'm him is gonna have about 50 seconds here to probably try to get a finish. I would say is what he needs.
I agree. He definitely needs a finish. Probably a knockout more than likely.
Oh, beautiful mix up there. Out of the side of I'm him, he gets a stun off it as well. And you know, that's a big start, but he's only got 30 seconds here to look for a finish.
He needs to
He
get a
got
big
caught there.
knockdown.
Beautifully timed check hook there from Schmeckley. And he's looking to build off that here. Schmeckley's got 15 seconds left here, and he's not backing down. He's up in this fight, but he's still looking for the finish. Schmeckley is still throwing. He gets a big knockdown there. He's going to jump on him, but time is going to expire. Schmeckley runs out of time to go for the finish, but he is going to pick up a big win here in the Xbox division. What a performance there from Schmeckley. Moving his name probably into the top 5 realistically with a 2-0 record. Taking out 2 CKB campmates back to back. What a performance there from Schmeckley.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and you know, up next, we got ourselves a big one. We got our former champion and Dirty Nerd looking to rebound off of a big loss to Tim. And he's going to be taking on AKA Amazon, another, you know, top 15 performer from last season. This is going to be a big one here in this PlayStation division. All right, we got these guys loaded up into the match, and this one is a huge one here in this PlayStation division with possible title implications in the future. You know, Nerd going to be picking Ben Askren here tonight. He texted me in the DMs and said he is Fada, and he is going to use his equal in Ben Askren is what he told me. You know, the exact words from Nerd.
Oh, what a big stun.
There until a huge stun off rip there from AKA Amazon. That's a beautiful start there. You know, you can't ask for much better if you're on the side of Amazon. Nerd clinching immediately here. He gets the head whip there. And he's going to get a beautiful hip toss there.
I mean, Askren has long, loopy hooks, though. The slowness, it kind of helps. Makes the boxing weird.
Very interesting with the grappling approach because most of the fights I've seen Dirty Nerd in, he was striking a lot of them. So it's nice to see this side of what Dirty Nerd can do.
Yeah, Nerd has great reaction time on the feet and on the ground, and he's looking to show that off here tonight. He's been grappling a bit more on the ranked aspect. He's a top 100 player on several accounts this season, and he's looking to show that off here tonight in the Rush League and get his name right back into the title picture.
100% see why, because he is the former champion. So let's see how this goes.
All right, and we do have a bit of a change in the matchup up next. It was going to be JUFC and Corson, and you know this is going to be a shocker for one of our commentators as well. Arlip is going to be stepping in and taking on Corson here in this next matchup.
That's a very I'm hyped to take on Corson.
Yeah, it's going to be a very high
player.
You know, possible top 10 implications here for that fight. Whoever wins, I would have to say, is going to move up into the rankings there. And with that being said, Nerd with a big takedown there, though, and he's got top positioning here over Amazon. And this is where you got to look to work with the Ben Askren pick. Brawl positioning here now.
This is some beautiful groundwork. Am I tripping or am I hearing a stream in the background?
I hear some. Oh, beautiful head movement there from the side of Amazon, able to get right back to the feet. We got 30 seconds left here in this first round. Single leg there, and they're able to turn it and get top positioning there. And they're working out of the sprawl position here. He rains down 2 body shots there, and that's going to end off the round. I'd have to go 10-9 for Dirty Nerd there in that one. What were your thoughts on that round, Tim?
I think Nert's doing good, man. I mean, Nert's dominant. I prefer it when he strikes, though. It's much more fun to watch.
Yeah, I could agree, but he does have very high level grappling, and he's showing that off here tonight. And you kind of got to with the Ben Askren pick. A get up there, uses the cage to his advantage, does Amazon, and he takes the back here of Nerd. Gonna just look to land a knee there on the break. Head whip there from Nerd, and he takes back here. Gonna look for a drag down, and he's gonna get him down to the mat. Beautiful work there from Nerd. Just being persistent here with the wrestling here tonight. Oh, and Nerd's got him in an armbar now. This could get interesting here. The stamina is very even on both sides. Nerd gonna look to race it, and he goes for it first, and he's gonna get about 75% of the bar of Amazon off. Beautiful work there from Nerd. Nerd just raining down some body strikes here in the sprawl positioning. But a cage get up there from Amazon.
Nasty elbow.
225 left in the second round. Nerd is starting to land on the feet here now. This is dangerous. Nerd gets a knockdown there. Showing off the Ben Askren boxing here.
I'm telling you, that slowness, it makes it awkward.
Yeah, that can confuse your opponent 100%.
Spin clinch from Nerd. What a strategy.
Yeah, this is one of Nerd's, patented moves there, and he gets a beautiful takedown as well. Good work there from Nerd, able to get top positioning once again, but able to get a cage get up once again is Amazon. He's been using the cage to his advantage very well here tonight. Beautiful cage awareness from the blue corner. Nerd looks for another takedown. Able to be denied, though. Beautiful takedown defense from the side of Amazon. Looking to land some knees here. Nerd coming forward with the boxing now. He's got to watch that stamina a little bit, though. Oh, flying knee gets through there. And Amazon rocks him, but Nerd with the beautiful bobblehead able to get out of the way of the follow-up shots.
Single leg.
Yeah, and he's going to secure the single leg. Dumps him right on that Prime logo. Nice denial there from Nerd. Fakes the guillotine now. Just raining down some strikes on that body of Amazon, and that's going to finish off our second round. A much more competitive one there, though. That could go either way. I'd have to score that one towards Nerd, though. They both, hurt one another. But Nerd, had more control time, more significant strikes, and he had the more, extreme moment there that round with the knockdown over the stun of Amazon. And, nonetheless, though, here we are for the third round. No glove touch from Amazon, and Nerd with an immediate takedown to retaliate. Amazon with a beautiful defense there, though, on that one. And he lands some nice knees there. Cut opened up on both sides here early on in this third round. Nice elbow there gets through on the side of Nerd. Nerd coming forward now with the boxing a little bit. That is not something that you can let Nerd do is get the hands flowing. And it looks like he is now. He lands a nice 1-2 there. Oh, and he gets a knockdown as well. He's got him against the cage here. Nerd looking to finish up on it. Amazon able to get right back up to the feet, though. Nerd looks for a drag down, and he secures it.
Rage quit.
What
What a finish. He threw in the towel.
I do have confirmation. I was in the fight channel. That one was indeed a rage quit. You know, Nert picked up a big win, and he really broke down his opponent there to the point of you know, making him rage quit out of the match. Beautiful performance there from the former champion, pushing his name right back up into the title picture, and a beautiful performance with that Ben Askren pick.
Beautiful rage quit from Amazon too, man. What a warrior.
All right, and up next, we got JUFC, and his opponent is going to be Corson. You know, both of these guys have really struggled to find their footing here in the league, but nonetheless, they are two of the best players in the entire world on this game. Corson, a member of the NAE camp, Jay, a new member of the SB camp. And, you know, these guys are looking to make fireworks here in this one and get their names right up into title contention. Whoever wins this will immediately be up in that top 8, I would 100% say.
And they're going 5 rounds by the looks of it. I don't know what's up with that, but it's not supposed to be 5 rounds.
I just feel like I'm just such a dominant.
Yeah, but, you know, nonetheless, we've got this one underway.
And I generally believe that. I generally believe that.
You know, these guys are known to get after it, though. I doubt that it'll go 5 rounds, personally. You know,
Yeah. At least I don't dance.
oh, a big knockdown early on. Beautiful work there for Jay, but he's going to be caught immediately. Oh, and Jay catches Corson coming in now, and he gets another big knockdown. What a start from both men.
Somebody wants to finish, man.
Yeah, very, very high-paced fight here. Just non-stop action throughout the first minute 30 of this fight. These guys are trying to find their footing a bit here now. Corson not looking to over-exchange and give him anything more. He's still got a lot of head health, even though he's been dropped twice early on. And, you know, both men are cut open here early. That's definitely something to look out for. Both cuts are pretty bad as well. They're both in the orange already. Oh, nice overhand gets through for Jay. He broke right through the block and landed an overhand over the top. Nice head kick there for JUFC.
Jay's winning most of the exchanges, man. Corson's got to switch it up a little bit. Good jabs. I want those, man. Corson just jabs from like 1 centimeter apart. That's gonna work, man.
Yeah, Jay is not a guy that you can just come in and trade with. That's his money there. But oh, Corson with a big stun there on his own side. But Jay catches him coming in for the slip chain with a beautiful elbow. Jay looking for the finish now. Oh, but beautiful defense there from Corson, able to hang on just by a thread there. Jay gonna let him back up to the feet. This Holloway does not have the best grappling. Smart move there from Jay. You know, the cut of Corson is extremely bad here. Oh, and he gets dropped again. Jay taunts on him, and now looking for the finish. He's got mount.
And that's not
my
it.
goodness, he survives.
Corson with beautiful survivability, just not letting Jay put him out here. Just refusing to be finished here in this first round. Corson gets right back up to the feet.
Is it going to be a
Dean wants to
stoppage?
take a look at that cut. This could be it.
Yeah, it looks like the animation shows it's gonna be it.
Not 100%, but that cut is really bad, and that doctor is he's gonna wave it off. JUFC with the first round finish of Corson. It just, able to get him out of there with a doctor stoppage. You see the stats, a dominant performance there from JUFC over a very, very good player in Corson. That's you can't ask for much better from JUFC. A huge rebound win here in the Rush League, and he's going to advance to 2-2 overall. Corson drops to 0-2, but no doubt that he'll be back in this league. He's one of the best players that we've got rostered, and he's going to be showing that off in the future 100%. All right, and Tim is going to be stepping away from comms and jumping in the octagon, and he's going to be taking on a very, very tough opponent in BK Maxi, who just challenged for the Xbox Championship last week. He was not able to get it done, but nonetheless looking for a big rebound win here over on the PlayStation side this time. What's your thoughts on this matchup here, Arlit?
Well, these are definitely two of the best guys in the world. This is a very, very high level fight, and I'm definitely interested in seeing how this one goes. Tim is a great striker.
These are two guys that have held gold in FFC. Maxi currently the Xbox champion over there, and Tim the former PlayStation champion just lost the strap yesterday to K1 Sin after a beautiful title run from him last season. And it carried into this season, and he just now lost the belt yesterday. So Tim a very, very high level player in his own right. Maxi one of the better players of the BK camp. Tim one of the better members of the Rush camp. So these guys are really looking to get after it here early on. A cage takedown attempt there from Maxi, going to be denied there from Tim.
Very interesting because I think Tim was also the first double champ in their history as well.
Yeah, that is correct. In the reg side, that is. He was the first Xbox plus PlayStation regs champion. The first actual double champion would be Reggie. He got the Caps championship on Xbox as well as the regs championship in season 1 of FFC.
But anyways, this is very interesting with the Barboza pick from Maxi.
Yeah, 100%. I thought that as well, but Maxi has some of the best kickboxing in this entire game, and he's looking to show that off here tonight. He landed a big uppercut there, and these guys are going after it as they are known to do here early on in this fight. Maxi's landing a lot of lead body kicks, but as I say that, Tim with a beautiful stun there, and he's looking to come forward now. That Max Holloway pick from Tim suits him very, very well. He's got very tight boxing, and that is what Tim likes.
This fight is boxing versus kickboxing at its finest.
Yeah, 100%, and it's two of the best in the world to ever do it. Tim and Maxi are two of the best players that we get to watch here in this Rush League, and it's an honor to get to call their fights week in and week out. Maxi looking to make a title run here on the reg side. Tim, last week was unable to capture gold against GoatOfMMA. He's looking to get his name right back in title contention as well. These guys were the 2 title challengers last card, actually.
That's very interesting to see.
Yeah, Maxi's ranked 2nd on Xbox. Tim's ranked 6th on PlayStation. This is a very high-level matchup here with huge title implications in the future. Winner of this, realistically, possibly gets a #1 contender fight after this. Not 100% sure, but
it's possible off how high level they are.
Oh, beautiful slip uppercut there from Maxi, and he gets a big knockdown off it.
Oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah, both men are cut open on the nose here. Broken noses on both sides. Not fun if you're playing with a broken nose, I can tell you that. Tim sits him down there with a teep kick. Got the feet on hips position. He's going to let him back up to the feet, though.
From what I see, there's a slight stamina advantage for Maxi.
Yeah, and Maxi is ripping to the body, and that is why. Maxi is known to do some of the best body work in this entire game. Tim stuns him, though, and he's starting to come forward here with a beautiful flurry.
This is such a high-level fight.
Oh. What a combination there from Maxi to end off the round. He cracked him upstairs, and then he went with a spinning hook kick immediately. Spinning heel kick, that is, sorry. And he put him down. Beautiful work there from Maxi, able to more than likely capture the round off of that as well.
Both of these guys had really good moments in that round, but as you said, I'm definitely giving that one to Maxi. He did just a little bit more.
Yeah, really high highs and really low lows on both sides there from that round, and that is, you know, what you would expect in a high-level matchup like this. But with that being said, Maxi opens up an immediate cut on Tim to open up the round, but Tim opens one up back on Maxi, and he gets a big stun with it as well. Tim's starting to come forward here, looking for a finish here early in this second round.
These are some of the two best in Rush, and this is a very high-level fight. Beautiful uppercut from Maxi, and a nice hook answer from Tim.
They're both cut open up on the eyes and on the nose. You know, that's something to look out for on both sides. You know, Dr. Shithead looking to make another appearance here tonight, but Tim with another big stun there, and he's coming forward, putting some shots behind it. Beautiful combination there from Tim. Maxi able to stay on his feet, though, somehow, some way.
That is very, very... The boxing from Tim in the pocket is just very beautiful to watch.
Yeah, Tim is one of the most textbook boxers on this entire game. You know, he works behind that jab very well. Maxi, though, with a beautiful body stun there. You know, as I said earlier, Maxi is one of the best body snatchers in this entire world, and he's been showing that off here in this fight. Oh, but Tim with a big stun on the side of Maxi. And yeah, and Tim is starting to come forward here, looking for the finish. And, you know, that's what you got to do against Maxi. You do not want to play the waiting game against Maxi, as he's going to just eat up your body. Tim with a big stun there, and he's looking for the finish. This could be it.
Oh,
Maxi able to post the hook, though, and barely stay alive. Beautiful work there from Maxi. You know, he was just nearly put out there, but, you know, able to hang on there. Beautiful survivability on the side of BK Maxi. Tim gonna let him back up to the feet as well. Maxi's also not a guy that you want to fuck with on the ground.
100% true. That's why Tim stood back up.
Nice body rips there from Maxi.
Oh, nice head kick from Maxi. And he's not cold.
Head kick, Maxi's signature move. He put me out with it in the RFC league, and he's put Tim out with it here in Rush tonight. What a performance there from Maxi. He faked the body kick and went upstairs with the rear head kick and put the lights out of the former PlayStation title challenger in Tim. And Maxi has just been making waves here in this league ever since debuting in Rush. And you know, he's looking to bounce off that next week, you know, move forward and you know, continue this win streak that he's got. You know, this is one win here today, and he's looking to make it 2 next week. And just a beautiful performance there from Maxi. Textbook kickboxing. And you know, we will get you guys moving right along the card with that being said. You know, up next. Up next, yeah. So it was meant to be it was meant to be Joe Goldberg's fight up next, but you know, Vanish ended up not sending in the video. That one is going to be unaired now. I will give you guys the result for that. Vanish ended up picking an early knockout up against Joe Goldberg in a very entertaining fight. Unfortunately, we're not able to see that here tonight, though. And with that being said, up next, I am going to be stepping out of commentary and jumping into the cage, and I'm going to be taking on a very high-level opponent in G6 Deadpool, sorry. I can't get K1 out of my head, can I?
Alright, and up next is going to be Milkman versus G6 Deadpool. I don't know what happened with K1 and all that, but we'll leave that in the past. Alright, it's Dillashaw against Garbrandt. Got Deadpool as Garbrandt. Milkman is Dillashaw. Milkman's a boxer. He likes to call himself a grappler too, but I'd say he's more of a boxer. Deadpool is a grappler though. He strikes often.
Very interested to see what type of game plan Milkman comes out with in this fight against an amazing striker like Deadpool.
Deadpool is kind of known for his boring style. To see Deadpool coming out here with Cody Garbrandt, a power puncher, and moving forward, man, that's different. Deadpool is trying to chop up that lead leg of Milkman. Dillashaw's like a 99 switch stance though. If I was Milkman, I'd be switching up my stance. Make sure he doesn't really like to chop up that leg. And the cut opens up for Milkman. Now it's in the side of the lead hook. So if Milkman keeps on with that lead hook, he might be able to open up that cut more. We've already seen the doctor stoppage. It's not unlikely that Milkman would be able to get one here. And a big stun for Deadpool. Deadpool keeps on chopping out that lead leg. A cut on Milkman now too. Milkman hasn't used a signature sidestep of Dillashaw yet. I wonder if he'll use that.
Apologize, I am back. But this is very interesting so far. These guys are both cut in the eye area.
That lead leg of Milkman, man, it's starting to flash a bit. He needs to go southpaw. Not gonna end well for him.
I 100% agree. Some nice combinations from Milkman, though. Got through the block.
And a big ending for Deadpool. That's definitely Deadpool's round.
It was competitive at moments, but for sure it was Deadpool's round. He's up on significant and total strikes, including stun. Oh, nice flip hook again from Deadpool.
I don't get why Milkman's not chasing his stance, man. It takes off a lot of that punch power, and you're going to need that against a low chin opponent like Garbrandt.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that for sure. You definitely need it against a low chin opponent like Garbrandt. All it takes is one good hook or uppercut, and you got a nice rock.
Although I'm pretty sure Garbrandt does have a perk where he has higher chin health if he has higher health than the opponent. So he might just have like 93 chin right now.
Yeah, it might be 93 or 94.
Speaking of chins,
still lower,
what was that? What kind of kick was that?
I don't know. That was interesting.
Oh, it was like a body hand plant roundhouse spin kick.
That is the name of that.
So far, beautiful boxing though from both guys.
Milkman's definitely lower on the chin health. Ooh, that's a nice hook. It's getting closer now. I mean, Milkman needs that chin health low, because that'll make it much easier for him to stun it. Not only because the low chin means higher chance of stun, but because of that perk. I don't know what it's called, but I mean, and another nice stun. He's going headhunting, man.
It's definitely going to help lower the chin, as you said already. Nice flip hook from Milkman.
Milkman puts him down. He tries to jump, but it doesn't work. Look at that box on Cody's corner. That's something Reggie pointed out, man. Thanks, Reggie. It's very red. That might just lead to a doctor stoppage if Milkman continues to target it. And he gets knocked down.
Wow.
That's a bunch of low block of... And Milkman flips it.
Beautiful work.
Can Milkman finish this? He's targeting the right side. I don't know why Deadpool is not bobbling. Oh, but he gets out. Needs to hammer fist that cut, man. I don't know why he's punching the chin. He should hammer fist. Yeah, that's what he should be doing.
If I'm Milkman, I'm trying to get back towards that mount, and I want to keep targeting that cut.
Well, if I'm Milkman, I'd be standing up. I mean, Deadpool has good grappling, man. I wouldn't be here if I were him.
That is very true as well, though. Deadpool is a very, very high level player.
I think that's Milkman's round. That one extra stun, that might just do it. And that control time.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. The more control time and the extra stun really can do it. So it's 1-1 coming into this third round.
Big stun for Deadpool. Oh, but Milkman ducks under real good. He needs to counter off of that, especially when Deadpool overthrows, maybe some body, knees, something. Opens up the cut again. Gets targeted on the block. Head bobbling for his life. Sidestep
another
spam.
stun.
He gets put down. Deadpool is on. Ooh, and he gets up.
And as you said, Deadpool is using guard brand, which the chin's already been cracked by Milkman. So if he can land some more good shots, he can hurt Deadpool again.
Milkman's looking to survive right now. I mean, look at that. The jab opens up his guard, and he gets put down. Deadpool's looking, and Deadpool finishes him.
Wow, that was hell of a fight.
Hey, fight of the night, anybody?
Hey, potentially, man. That was a
You know,
crazy fight. Back and forth.
What a performance there from Deadpool. He made that one nearly impossible to take for me. A beautiful performance by him, and he's going to be shooting his name right back up into the rankings, just where he belongs here in this Rush League. But with that being said, we're going to get you guys moving right along to our featured main card fight of the night. It's Whimpering Ian, and it's Revanite, and it's a #1 contender fight in the Xbox division. All right, and it's time for our #1 contender Xbox bout now. We got Whimpering Ian, and we got Deadpool, or Jesus Christ. We got Whimpering Ian and Revanite, sorry.
Deadpool. Deadpool's fighting twice in a night, guys.
He just fucking burned his name into my mind with them hooks. But regardless, we do have this #1 contender Xbox fight between Revanite and Whimpering Ian. These guys are readied up and loading into the game. Revanite, he's a very high level competitor. He just challenged for the FFC belt last week against the Maxi in the Xbox side. He wasn't able to get that one done, but he is the FFC Caps champion as well, and a staple member of that CKB camp. And Whimpering Ian, one of the better BK members, one of their coaches, and known as Coach Parasite. He's one of the better players in this entire world. Been ranked first on ranked several times in a row. But with that being said, a beautiful takedown there for Revanite. Putting the former title challenger on his back, or title contender, that is.
Looks like a bit of lag we have here, but I mean, Revanite's known for his grappling. He's coming out of the CKB camp, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. And Revanite's got a huge grappling advantage here with the Hamzat pick against Alex Pereira. I'm surprised to see Ian go for Alex Pereira, as he's known as a bit more of a grappler here. But nonetheless, he's shown off the striking a lot here in the Rush League, and he's looking to do more of that here tonight against a very high level opponent in Revanite. Revanite's only loss in league coming to the hands of JUFC, and that is not at all one to dwell on. Jay, we seen here tonight just how high level and dangerous JUFC is.
Pereira's still got a clinch, bro. Hey, if Whimpering Ian really just wants to cheese Revanite to a decision, man, Pereira still has that clinch. I'm pretty sure this version of him has a decent clinch.
Nice defense there from Revanite. He looks for back flat there, but Ian, wise to it. Beautiful defense there from Ian. He's great out of back mount. He's more than likely not going to give anything up here for free. Revanite looking to rain down a few strikes here. He's got to be careful, though. Ian will use that get up if you give it to him.
It's very interesting groundwork here as well. I'm loving to see this.
This fight is well deserving of the featured fight of the night. You know, Revanite is showing off some very high level grappling against one of the best grapplers in the world right now, and Whimpering Ian gets a nice denial there.
Seems like Revanite isn't really looking for a finish, but more like to stall out the round, get some control, win this round purely based off of that. I mean, it's smart, because Ian's dangerous. If you give him the opportunity to get up, he will.
Yeah, 100%. Ian's got some of the best block breaking combinations in the entire game, though he's known as more of a grappler. He's got great striking as well.
Here's the
and
thing.
He's shown that off here.
Revanite
Like I said
just
in the
made-
rush league,
Revanite
he's
just-
primarily been a boxer in his rush career.
Revanite just made a huge mistake. Over here, everything's allowed. Pull mount glitch, is it allowed? Exploit, is it allowed?
Everything's
It
allowed,
is,
yeah.
right?
Everything's
So
allowed.
if when Whimpering Ian just stood up there, he could have just easily pulled mount Black Line glitched him. I don't know why he didn't do that.
Revanite's got a nice stamina lead, though, from all the denials he's been getting off the top game. And he's got him right back off his back here, and he's going to look to end off the round, you know, landing these pitter-patty shots. And with that being said, this is a great first round from Revanite. What are you guys seeing?
Yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you here. The ground control is very great from Revanite against a great player like Whimpering Ian, who just hit #1 in the world very recently. Yeah, you need to be very
at the
careful.
beginning of this season, he was #1 on the Putrid Parasite account, I know. And you know, with that being said, he's really looking to show that off here tonight. But Revanite has been a lot for him early on. He's got a stamina deficit, does Whimpering Ian, as well as, you know, he's been getting controlled on the ground early on. He's going to have to look to make some adjustments in between rounds in his corner. And, you know, like I said, the winner of this will be taking on Nightfall next week for the Xbox Championship, as the Pug was a no-show here tonight.
Yeah, that was very sad. I was looking forward to that one.
Yeah, 100% me as well. You know, Pug is an ESFL level player, and, you know, Nightfall has really shown off how dangerous he is here in the Rush League early on in his career. And, you know, nonetheless, though, these guys are opened up here for the second round of the night. And,
There's that clinch,
you know,
man. That's what I was talking about. Here he goes. That's already 2 clinches in a row. He's gonna keep. Oh, but he gets taken down. Very smart to
Yeah,
look for
Revanite
Ian
caught Ian
searching
coming
that
in
clinch.
there. Revanite caught Ian coming in. He timed a beautifully timed double leg, but Ian able to get a beautiful reversal there into half guard. A nice sweep there from Ian, and we'll see what he can do on the top here. Alex Pereira does only have 84 top control on this alter ego. But, you know, with that being said, Hamzat's only got 88 bottom game, and Whimpering Ian, you know, is more than good enough to make do with 88 or 84 top control. But Revanite has him in guard stroke here. Stamina lead for Revanite as well. This is a dangerous position for Whimpering Ian.
Goes back flat. Very smart.
Beautiful defense there from Whimpering Ian. He timed it perfectly, and he was able to get into the side saddle there. Whimpering Ian's got some of the best submission defense on the entire game in the entire world, and he showed it off there.
Whimpering Ian is truly one of the best on planet Earth.
Yeah, and he's primarily known for what he's done on the PlayStation side, looking to get a nice Xbox accolade, you know, here tonight, and he'd be challenging his teammate BK Nightfall in a rematch, you know, next week if he can get this one done. But with that being said, Revanite's been a lot for him here. He's up in this fight, and he gets a nice ankle pick there as well. Looking to get top positioning once again as Revanite. He gets right into side control. Beautiful pass there from the feet on hip position.
It's very high level work so far. But I am definitely liking the ground and pound from Revanite, though, especially towards the body.
Judges in here are very weird, though. You never know, those standing clinch strikes that Ian landed, they may just have gotten their round. Because these pitter-patter shots are not doing a lot of damage.
But they are helping build you up on the scorecards, though, especially with that control time.
Yeah, 100%. And I do want to say that we've got the next guys lobbied up for our co-main event. I was, you know, worried a bit about that one, about I can't think of the right words, but I was worried about that happening. But, you know, these guys are lobbied up, and we are going to get to see our co-main event, #1 contender fight in the PlayStation side up next, with #1 Rakib taking on #2 Carter. But nonetheless, though, back to this one, Revanite is working off the top control here very, very well.
Carter's one of the best. Are you talking about Rush Carter?
Yeah, yes, sir.
He's one of the best in our camp, so it's very, very interesting to see.
Two side control
100%.
merchants, man. I mean, they're both great on the ground. I think Carter's got that better striking, but it'd be crazy to see them rematch, especially since they fought in FFC.
But hey,
Yeah,
back
that is.
to this one, you know, it looks like it's gonna be 2-0 right here for Revenite. You know, the strong underdog going into this one. Whimpering Ian's got to do something to get himself back ahead in this fight. I see Kayhan in the chat. Huge shout out to Kayhan. You know, a huge shout out for him to coming back to the league for one last show here tonight.
Final
We
dance.
always love to see Kayhan. Yeah, you know, he's the GOAT of the Rush UFC League, and he's looking to show that off here tonight against our dominant champion and GOAT of MMA in the main
Winner's
event.
the greatest.
Yeah, but you know, back to this one. Ian looked for a few clinch attempts there, and he looked for another one there, and Revenite caught him coming in again, and he got a beautiful single leg there. He's able to turn it, and he's got top positioning here. Backside recovered now from Revenite. Ian looks to get back to the feet, and he's going to. Revenite on the back, though. He's going to look for a drag down. Whimpering Ian defends it well, though. And Ian's got to look to really have some urgency here with 350 left in this fight. He's 100% down 2 rounds to 0.
Why don't you try to be urgent with that stand deficit? I mean, that's going to be hard. That stand deficit is major. I think Revenite's going to just set sailing here. I think he's going to win this by decision. Unless Ian does something major here with like a flying knee or like 10 clinches. I don't think he's able to bring this back.
Ian's known to have some very high-level striking, though. He can really pull a fight back out of nowhere. You know, you got to be careful against Whimpering Ian. He shows it off there. A beautiful 3-piece got through there for Ian.
He is one of the #1 players for a reason, man. He's got that ability to make a comeback whenever.
Let's say he overthrows.
Nice clinch there.
He can still spare him. Revenite can spare him. Ian he has to pick his shots. Maybe he can get a knockdown, but I don't think it's going to be it.
Yeah, 100%. He's got to look to get through that block of Revenite and land something big. He gets a nice hook there. Revenite slipped into it.
Stuff like that is what can lead to a big moment.
Revenite with a nice punch there on the break. Clinches him again, gets the head whip. He's looking to drive him into the cage, and he's going to... No, Ian's going to break right before he gets to the cage. Revenite, though, uses the cage to his advantage. Beautiful cage awareness, able to get a turning single there and get top positioning out of it as well. Revenite looking to tap away on the body here on top positioning. Ian looks to move left. Revenite denies. Ian looks for that cage get up, and he's going to do just that. And he's got 1:30 left to work here on the feet. Ian, more than likely, is down 2 rounds to 0. As we've said a few times this round, he's got to do something big here. He's looking to get some nice knees out of the clinch. Revenite able to break, though. Ian looked for a head kick on the break, and Revenite, you know, aided on the block. Revenite pushes him back and lands an inside body kick there. Ducked into a uppercut there. He looked for the takedown, and Ian timed a beautiful rear uppercut, or lead uppercut that was, on the money.
I mean, Ian's got about 45 in-game seconds to do something crazy here. I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. Revenite should just shoot one last time. Oh, and he gets a stun too. I mean, talk about
Revenite got out of the
dominance.
way of the flying knee and poked him with the teep kick there, and it landed on the money, and Revenite slams him down right on the Toyo Tires logo.
Statement right there, saying no.
Yeah, and he's going to stand back up. We got 10 seconds left for Ian to do something big. He's going to shoot a takedown, though, does Revenite. And Ian's going to deny it, but more likely than not, Revenite just picked up the hugest win of his Rush career in a statement performance over Whimpering Ian, who's one of the best players in the entire world.
We've got
What a
Revenite screaming
performance
too,
from
man.
Revenite, win or loss.
Hey, let's...
I didn't say nothing.
Revenite's happy, man. You could just hear him screaming back there.
No,
And Revenite is going to pick up the win. What a performance there from Revenite. And he's going to be challenging for the belt next week against our Xbox champion in BK Nightfall. Beautiful, beautiful statement win there for Revenite. You know, as for Ian, I'm sure that he'll be back and look to build off of that. You know, he's a very high-level player, and, you know, he's just not been able to get it done here in the Rush League. But, you know, I never doubt Whimpering Ian. As I said, you know, and as I always say, he's one of the best in the world. But, you know, up next, we got our co-main event of the evening and our #1 contender PlayStation bout. We got Carter, and we got Rakib, and we got 2 Rush teammates. Next, we got, two elite members of the Rush camp. We got Carter and we got Rakib, and these guys are looking to make some fireworks here in the PlayStation division. These guys fought last week on the FFC card. Rakib actually was able to pick up the win in a flyweight bout. It looks like this week, though, Rakib is going to be going for Ilia Topuria against Carter's patented Conor McGregor. Carter has one of the best McGregors in this entire game. He's a very well-rounded player. He can grapple, he can strike, he can do it all. And with that being said, these guys are good to go for our co-main event of the evening. What are your guys' thoughts on this one, Arlip and Tim?
It's going to be a very amazing striking match right here. One of the best Conor McGregors in the entire game going against Rakib's Ilia Topuria. This is going to be a boxing match for sure.
I wouldn't say that. Both of these guys are known more for the grappling in the UFC scene, actually.
It's interesting, though, because they're picking two strikers.
Immediate taunt off the rip for Carter, looking to get one back on Rakib after losing to him in FFC, and seems to hold some hard feelings behind that one, as he didn't look for the glove touch. He instead put his hands behind the back and taunted. But with that being said, these guys are getting after it here early on in this fight. Carter is known to not be a very, very patient fighter at all. He likes to get after it, and he likes to put on fun fights. And as for Rakib, he's a bit of the opposite. Rakib likes to really break down his opponents and really secure the wins. He likes to win dominantly, does Rakib. But with that being said, these guys are really getting after it here early on. What are you guys seeing?
I'm seeing Carter. Carter's got that counter striking, man. I mean, his striking is crazy. When he's playing a counter, it's hard to beat him. If you march forward, that's when you're able to beat him. Check those lead hooks he's throwing. That's how you beat him.
Carter's working off the jab early on here, and he's landing it with ease. He's landing it beautifully here early on.
Yeah, it's very beautiful striking so far. If I'm Rakib, though, since you have Ilia Topuria, you also have very solid BJJs, so you can also mix up the grappling into that as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I would not be at all surprised to see a little bit of grappling from Rakib. He's known to be a bit more of a grappler than a striker in his own right. And, that's where he's really gotten his best wins in comp, was from the grappling. He likes to mix it up a lot. He's got great striking, and he's improved a lot upon that, as of late. And he's landed on the money here early on in this fight. Both men showing off very, very high-level boxing. Again, a reminder, up next after this, we have the biggest fight in Rush MMA history. We got Kayhan, and we got GoatOfMMA. And we got an SB versus BK matchup. But, back to this one. These guys' staminas are both taking a toll here. They're very even, though. These guys are both looking for a big moment to really set themselves aside from the other person, set themselves apart and get ahead in this fight.
Yeah, it's a very interesting fight so far. Very patient striking from both of them, I will say that.
A cut opened up on the side of Carter. That could be something to look out for. It's really the biggest thing I've seen here early on in this fight. Both men are just fighting behind them beautiful jabs and really looking for an opening.
I feel like towards the second and third rounds, though, they're really going to start getting after it. We're going to see more. They're feeling each other out at the moment, from what it looks like.
I don't like how patient Carter's playing right now. He needs to pressure a little bit more, use those T kicks a lot more. I mean, right now it's kind of letting Rakib do his own little thing. Rakib's not going to up his pace anytime soon.
Yeah, 100%. Rakib's fighting behind that jab, and he's fighting nice and slow, and he's really looking to drag Carter into deep waters here. Oh, Carter with a beautiful counter elbow, though. He slipped his head off the center line, and he caught him with that elbow, and got a big stun off it as well.
Don't be surprised to see him grapple with Conor, man. I mean, he has crazy grappling. He's held me in side control with whoever.
Yeah, Carter, I have a lot of experience against both of these guys in spars, and both are very, very high-level grapplers. They both, when they get on top of you, it's not a fun position to be in. And, an immediate stun for Rakib, the biggest moment of this early fight here.
As I predicted, second round, they're going to start getting after it.
Yeah, and these guys are trading here in the pocket to start off our second round. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this one. Rakib has been working off that jab beautifully here tonight, looking like he's been taking some Tim lessons.
Maybe he has, right? Maybe he has.
About a minute into the second round, what are you guys seeing?
Now, these guys are definitely getting after it for sure, because the first round, as I said, I felt like it was more of a filling out process. Now these guys, I feel like, are now trying to start, I guess they're going after it now. They're trying to kill each other, get a finish.
Carter needs to make distance. I mean,
I know these guys have a lot of experience against each other in league. They fought over in the UCC V3 league. They fought over in the FFC and probably in other places as well.
he's playing McGregor, right? He needs to make distance. And he gets a nice flank. He needs to land those long, loopy shots from a distance.
Yeah, he landed a big flying knee there, and he was able to put a 2-strike combination behind it, and he got a big knockdown there, and Carter is now ahead in this second round.
And now we've got an orthodox.
Carter switches into the close stance now, both men in orthodox here. Oh, Carter's going to be stunned now. Rakib follows it up with 3 big body strikes there as well. These guys are going after it here in this second round, about midway through it.
This is very, very high level stuff.
Yeah, and we're past the halfway point in this fight now, and these guys are starting to open up a lot more here in this second round. They were really just jabbing in the first round, and they're starting to really open up and put stuff behind it now in this round. And another big stun there! Rakib gets a drop! He tried to jump on him, but he's not going to be able to. Carter able to get back to the feet. And Carter with the big stun of his own now! These guys are just trading stuns back and forth here in this second round.
Milkman, how about that for fight of the night?
Yeah, this is definitely a fight of the night contender early on here in this one. We've got a minute 30 left in the second round, and oh, Rakib with the stun now, or a drop even. Wow, these guys are really just opening up here in this second round. Arlet predicted it well. A backstep now for Carter, and he gets a big knockdown off it. He's gonna jump on him here.
This could be
Carter looking for the finish and looking for a title shot next week. Rakib just barely able to stay in the fight, though. By a thread, he's going to hang on. Carter postures back up, looking to rain down some more ground and pound here. Rakib able to get his head out of the way, though. He's got back sitting here now.
He's looking for the rear naked. Look at him switch them out after it goes. Carter gets up.
Wow. Rakib able to lock that in and get about 90% of the part of Carter off.
If Rakib can finish it from here.
This is a very, very high level fight. First round it was jabbing, now it's a bar burner.
Yeah, 100%. Rakib probably gonna realistically take that fight back. You know, big knockdowns on either side, but you know the submission I would have to say was probably enough to secure the round there for Rakib. And we've got a beautiful fight here though, going into the third round. Oh, Carter looked for a fake glove touch there, a bit scummy out of the side of Carter.
Yeah, a bit of a scummy move there, but I can see where Carter's coming from though. He wants to win this.
A nice hip toss from Rakib. Side control now. Rakib landed some nice elbows. He gets a nice denial there. Rakib is known to have one of the best side controls in this entire game. Once Rakib gets you in side control, you know, you got to power out of it if you want to move. Rakib now gets crucifix out of the position as well. Side saddle recovered, though, out of the side of Carter. Carter's got to do something to you know, get out of this dangerous positioning here. He gets right back into side control. This is where Rakib wants you, though. Carter able to get the side, or the sprawl positioning, sorry. Rakib moves right into backside, though. Rakib looking for the back mount positioning here. Carter going to get a nice denial, though. Posture here from Rakib. Raining down some big ground and pound strikes. He's looking for the... Rakib is your #1 contender, and he will be challenging for the belt against the winner of this one here tonight. What a performance from Rakib. Puts himself right in the title picture and remains undefeated in the Rush League. Rakib moves to 3-0. Carter falls to 2-1. What a fight we had there in that one.
Fight of the night. Nothing tops that. That is a fight of the night right there. My goodness.
Yeah, those are the fights we live to see here in the Rush League. And with that being said, up next, it's time for the main event of the evening. I'm going to go ahead and get a link out for that. Make sure you guys stay in the chat. This is, you know, the one that we've all been waiting for. You know, this is the moment we've been waiting for the entire history of Rush MMA.
This decides the GOAT.
Yeah, you know, these guys have you know, their careers have all led up to this position here. And, you know, with that being said, we'll get that fight up to you guys next.
That was a I've been trying to stop talking.
All right, up next we've got the biggest fight in Rush MMA history. These guys have the two most defenses in Rush MMA history. 3 out of the way of GOAT of MMA and 2 for Kayhan. Kayhan widely regarded as the GOAT of Rush MMA. He was on a crazy streak to the belt, and he never lost with the belt. And the same thing goes for GOAT of MMA though. Both men took out some huge names. And they're both looking to build off that in this one here in our main event of the evening. And with that being said, we're going to get that transitioned over to you guys now. This is a huge one, high stakes for this matchup. And, these guys are loading into the matchup now.
The winner becomes the greatest of all time. Kayhan has never lost in the Rush Octagon.
Neither's GOAT. And these guys will touch gloves to start us off here.
Much respect.
What are your guys' thoughts on this one?
Man, it's a very interesting fight for sure because these are great champions. During Kayhan's title reign, he beat everybody dominantly. He beat everybody. And GOAT has done the same as well. So this is going to be a very, very high-level fight between the two best guys in the Rush League.
GOAT has been the new school GOAT, and Kayhan was the same for season 1. Oh, early stun though. Kayhan looking to put some shots behind it as well. An early flurry there from Kayhan, and he's up big here early on in this fight. GOAT's got to do something to get the respect of Kayhan back now, because Kayhan is a guy that you cannot let start flowing.
What Kayhan is doing very smart here is he's not letting GOAT stand still. What I did against GOAT is I exchanged with him, which was very dumb of me. This Volk is so fast when he stands still. You have to get this Volk moving to punch him.
Yeah, and Kayhan's doing just that. He's putting GOAT on the back foot. He gets a nice clinch there, looking to rain down some strikes out of it as well. He got a nice knee followed by an elbow there in the clinch. Nice pull counter there from Kayhan.
I was so surprised when this fight got first announced, man.
Yeah, 100%. I've been trying to cook this one up for a while now, and we finally got it here for the main event of Rush 18. And we appreciate everybody that's tuning into this massive fight here. And these guys are just going after it here in the pocket. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first round, and these guys are not taking a step back. These guys are giving us everything that we hope for and some.
DC versus John style. The winner becomes a GOAT.
Kayhan's in southpaw here. That's a bit interesting with the Ilia Topuria pick.
Very interesting because, your power is going to be decreased in that stance.
He switches right back into orthodox, though. Lands a nice body teep as well. Both men coming forward here. Kayhan with another nice pull counter. Kayhan's had some beautiful head movement showcased early on in this fight. GOAT with the stun of his own, though. The champion looking to put a flurry behind it. Kayhan immediately answers, though. These guys are just going after it here. And really just, all is for the taking here in this one. Kayhan is really throwing, though. He's really opening up here early on in this fight, as Kayhan has been known to do in the Rush League.
He knows what he has to do. Man, he knows what GOAT's going to do. He's using all the right moves. He's using the right hooks when he has to. He's using the right straights when he has to. He's doing it perfectly.
Yeah, it seems like these guys have a lot of experience against each other, as there was no real feeling out process in this one. These guys just immediately went after it, as we hoped for. And Kayhan gets a big drop against the cage, looking to follow up on it. GOAT able to get back up to the feet. But just how hurt is GOAT of MMA? He's really in danger right now. Kayhan is not a guy that you can let start flowing, as I said earlier, and he is doing just that here early on in this fight. A beautiful lead head kick there gets through for Kayhan as well, landed on the block. GOAT is cut open pretty bad there on that right eye.
They have around 15 total fights against each other, so they are very familiar.
That's the end of the first round there. That's going to be a big one for the former champion, Kayhan. He never lost his belt, and he's looking to show that he's the rightful champion here tonight. GOAT of MMA looking to show the same here against him, and GOAT looking to show why he's been, the GOAT of Season 2 thus far. But nonetheless, though, an immediate takedown attempt there from GOAT of MMA. He gets a single leg, he secures it, and he's got top positioning. This could be interesting here. Volk's got a bit of a grappling advantage, on the ground.
Yeah, he does have a bit of a grappling advantage on the ground, but you can also pull off some good subs if you really want to with the Topuria pick. Since you do have the jiu-jitsu.
Those subs are negated, man. That 100 sub defense, that's just going to negate any sub Kayhan tries to pull off.
Yeah, 100%. These guys are back up on the feet, though, and noticeable stamina advantage from Kayhan right now.
What I'm seeing is when he's going southpaw, he's baiting out that lead hook. He's trying to get him to check hook so he can pull on it. He did that right there. He tried that.
Oh, Kayhan went for a kick and he got caught with a three-piece there from Goat. Not able to get a stun off it, but nonetheless, he took some big damage off the head health of Kayhan. Kayhan with nice takedown defense there, gets a big stun. Kayhan drops him against the cage, and he's gonna pound him out. SB-Kayhan new comes back and gets his belt in dominant fashion over the dominant champion of GoatOfMMA, the dominant former champion, I should say. SB-Kayhan is right back in his position, in his throne as the GOAT of Rush UFC. What a performance there from Kayhan. Most title wins in the Rush MMA history now. And he's really just showing off why he's always a pleasure to watch and why he's one of the best players in this entire world. Current Rush champion, current primetime champion, current SB team member, and just one of the best to ever do it, and the best to ever do it in the Rush League. It's been an honor calling his fights. I do have a big announcement. He is going to be vacating the belt, and that is going to be leaving us with a vacant title fight for the main event of Rush 19. I want to give a huge, huge thank you to Kayhan from the bottom of my heart for everything that he's done for me in the Rush League. He's a great competitor, and it's been an honor to call his fights. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody that popped out for this monumental card. This is the best one that we've ever had in my eyes. And, I was joined here by Arlip. I was joined here by Tim. And, everybody that made shit happen behind the scenes and all the fighters that made it happen. I appreciate everybody that made it possible. All the late replacements, all the guys that showed up on time. It truly means a lot to us. And we're going to keep pumping out these high-level cards here week in and week out. I'm the Milkman. I was joined by Arlip and Tim. And we're out. Peace.
Hey, Reggie, just so you know, Kayhan's vacating, so the PlayStation Championship is vacant.